everyone, Rob here again with another episode of Shot Talk. Today, I know a lot of you have seen this bike before. This is the Hulk bike, but we're doing the final walkthrough of this bike. I've changed a lot of things from the last time you might have seen this one, and we'll kind of walk you through it and talk about the whole bike. First off, obviously the frame. And this bike started life as an SE PK Ripper, the Perry Kramer model, which we took totally apart and basically are only using the frame. So let's go through it and see what we did on the final version. So first up, we're going to talk about the motor. We have a Bafang BBS HD with one of our custom programs in it, as always. And we tuned this bike to be very high output. So it's 1500 watts with a high torque curve. Also, this one is single speed, no gears on this one. This one does 32 to 33 miles an hour as a single speed. So there's no shifting, none of that to get in your way. The cranks are leaky cranks that we powder coated. Those are also new from the last time you've seen it. I like the sour apple color so much that on the rims, I had to put it on the cranks. We went to different pedals. We're using billet BMX pedals that were obviously green, and we changed the pegs on the pins on the pedals to gold to match the theme. On the rear here, we have an Onyx hub, front and rear actually, to match. We used, it's called antifreeze green is the color. It's a powder coat, even though it looks like an anodized. For brakes, we've actually changed the brakes. We went from what we had to these new TRP 4 pistons. And they're 180 front and rear. All the bolts are titanium on this bike. The seat post is carbon fiber, but it's a Woodman carbon fiber post. The seat clamp is a Night Bikes seat clamp. The stem is Paul's Components that we've changed all the parts to titanium. The handlebars are S&M Cruiser race bars. We use those because obviously we're getting to the goodies now. We put a Wren fork on this bike. I know most Bike Life and big BMX bikes don't come with forks at all, but we found that putting these Wren forks on these bikes really makes them a lot more fun to ride and cuts out a lot of the chatter at high speed and makes it more controllable and a lot more fun. We did some custom things to that Wren fork. We anodized the components green to match, and also we went with a green wrap on the guards to match the frame color. We changed the bag on the bike since the last time you saw it. We had a full bag, frame bag on it. We went to a 3/4 frame bag on it. And obviously this one, the old one had green graphics. This one has our logo in gold to match the Ride Out Supply graphics. Once again, we only use Ride Out Supply on these bikes because they're top notch. Thanks, LJ. What else do we have here? We went with an SE seat for comfort and to keep the theme of the bike as is, with being a big BMX Bike Life bike. We had a custom cap here that shows the Hulk because the theme behind this bike was a kind of before and after, Bruce Banner before, Hulk after. As you can see, this bike has bulked up some, hence the Hulk title for this one. We use ODI grips as always because they're, again, the only grips. We changed the tires out from the old tires we were using because now we have a suspension fork. I found that this bike is actually fun to ride on single track. Normally you won't see people riding SE bikes on mountain bike trails or single track or even fire roads. But this bike annihilates them. It eats it up with no problem because of the Wren fork, and the carbon post also helps with the vibration as well. We did some extra cool things in the back here. We're using a Boone Technologies titanium sprocket. We're using a gold chain, as of course an Onyx, not an Onyx, a Onyx gold chain. We're using our custom designed chain tensioner / derailleur setup. The reason why I know we get asked this time and time again on the internet, why we use this setup. Well, what happens is when you're on full throttle on a bike that has this much torque, the bottom side of the chain will sag due to chain stretch from the torque being put on the chain. So we use this chain tensioner to keep that tight so we don't throw the chain off the rear cog. Makes it bulletproof, and also it serves a second feature, which keeps the wheel straight. We put one on each side. It has a derailleur on this side, and on this side it's an axle block, which literally holds the wheel stationary. It won't move or twist, which keeps your brakes lined up perfect, which keeps your chain tight, which keeps you riding all day. And let's see, I use an outbound light. This bike is actually my personal bike, so that's why I kind of set it up for me. This bike, I have an outbound light on it because, as many of you know, I like to do most of my riding at night, out of the way of people on the trail, so I can go fast and not have to worry about anyone. We've done some custom things on the TRP brakes, like Jaguar housing, to kind of complement the theme that we have going on here. And the battery we're using, once again, is made from Powerful Lithium USA. It's an 18 amp hour battery and all the power you need. Doesn't have any voltage sag, and it just keeps you going strong and fast. Love those guys. And like I said, this bike is a game changer. It rides like no other SE bike you've ever ridden. It's a lot more fun, and it's a lot more versatile in the places you could take it. Not only is this one fun on the street, but there again, go out and kill some trail. Have some fun, places where you won't normally see these bikes. All right, so here it is. This is the PKE Ripper Hulk bike, and I hope you like it. And if you have any questions for me, put them in the comments, send me a message, or if you want one for yourself, go on over to switchbackebikes.com and send me a message there. So here it is, and I'll see you on the trail.